Hello everybody out there, YouTube land. This is Dennis, and today is going to be Gemology 101 Part 3. And what we're going to be going over today is the refractometer. This is used to be able to tell how much reflection comes out of a stone. And by the number, you can tell what type of stone it is through a chart that we have. So basically what it looks like is it looks something like this. Is when you look into the hole, which I'll show you in a minute, you have a scale in it. And wherever this scale ends is what the number of the reflective index is. And that gives you an idea of what type of stone you're looking at because of the reflection. So what we're going to do is now turn around and show you the kit, which is this right here. You can buy these on YouTube or on eBay. They run anywhere from $60 to about $1,000, depending on the type you want and how much money you want to spend and how good they are. Most of them come in a box like this. You open them up, and what you have inside here is this right here is your light source, so that you need to see through. This is the actual refractometer, and this is a liquid that we use between the refractometer screen and the stone. It kind of makes them tighter together so that you can see better of what that number is going to be. So basically you turn around and you take and you put this light in. Some come with them built in already with a switch on them. This one I bought like this, and you turn this until it goes all the way in. Okay, and it has a switch on the back of it. Then you have a filter on here, which is a polarized filter that you take off of here. And some of them, they don't have the polarized filter on there. It's already built into the eyepiece here. So I'm going to put the polarized filter on there, and I'm going to open this up, and this is what I'm talking about, is the stone goes over into this area here when the light is on, which it is now. The stone goes in here, and you look through here to see what that number is going to be. And that tells you by a scale that you get in a book. Any of the books that I showed you the other day will show you the scales of what they're going to be. In this particular case, this is going to be a serpentine garnet, and a serpentine garnet has a index, and I don't know if it's going to show it to me or not. The serpentine garnet right here has a relative index, what we call RI, a relative index of 1.790 to 0.1814. Well, that's as low as, or as low as the scale goes, is 1.804. As low as the scale goes on this. So we're going to be looking somewhere around 179, 1.79. So we're going to close this, and what we're going to do is take and get a stone. which happens to be this one again right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it out. And you have to be very careful so you don't drop it or lose it. Because especially when you're working on other customers' gems, if you lose one or something, it's going to be a heavy price sometimes on you. You take this liquid here, which as I was telling you about, it also smells very bad, and you put a tiny dot right on the lens there, or you can put it off to the side and then slide the stone onto it, however you want to do it. There's many different ways that people say you can do it. Take the stone and drop the top of the stone down on it, move it around a little bit, and you line it up. And once we get it lined up, we take a look and see what our number is going to be. And right now I'm at well, let's see. Let me move this a little out of the way of the camera for a second. And as we keep looking, we're at actually 1.790. The other thing you can do is you turn it a little bit. See if it moves a little bit. Turn it again. See if that number moves. Turn it again. Turn it about a quarter of a turn each, so you can make sure that it's, because you can have a single reflective and a double reflective stone, and in this case this is a single reflective, but it's still, you want to turn it just to make sure that you're seeing the right number. So in this case, we're looking at 1.790. So we now know that this is a spessantine garnet. Now you can clean off, make sure you clean off the stone real good, as this stuff after a while becomes crusty and it can actually damage the stone after a while. Also the lens, you want to make sure the lens gets cleaned every time so that it doesn't get dirty and all crusty and scratchy from this chemical. And you can use many different types of stones with this to find out what their actual relative index is, and by helping with the other numbers that you've come up with what we've done in the past, which is the spectroscope and the eye loop and everything else, and we come to know that with the relative index of this, we now know for 100% sure that this is a serpentine garnet. And by the way, I made a mistake. The serpentine garnet, the serpentine is a garnet, not a part of the sapphire family. The serpentine is a garnet. It's a yellowish brown, if you can see in the light, and that's the color they're going to be. Some of them are a little more brown, some are a little more yellow, but that's what they are. And that's all for today in this particular version of Gemology 101 basics of using the refractometer to figure out what type of stone that you have. The last one I'm going to show you is how to do specific gravity, which is how to measure a stone out of water and what its weight is, and then we're going to weigh it in water, and then we're going to do a little bit of some numbers, do a couple of numbers and come up with what it is as far as its weight. And that will also turn around and tell us and bring us in as far as what type of stone that you have by that number. But that's all that we've got for today, and I'd like to thank you very much, and don't forget to hit the like and ring the bell at the end of the video. Thank you.